For the first time in over a month, we can finally talk about some significant rainfall actually coming down across the area. And that criteria that we were kind of talking about as significant is just more than a quarter inch of rainfall coming down for the first time since October 7th. So thankfully, much needed as our drought conditions continue to expand across the Northeast. I'll touch upon a little bit of that in just a little bit. But take a look at this. People's Credit Union Skycam Network live from Beavertail Lighthouse, courtesy of Speedcraft Auto Group. We can see the waves just kind of rolling in and a little bit of that rain coming down too. The intensity of the rain, the worst of it is over, which is the good news, but we'll still have some scattered light to moderate rain showers continuing to come down for the next several hours, all the way through about midnight or so tonight before things start to lighten up and we have a brief period of some dry weather. 48 degrees in Jamestown. Offshore, we do have some larger swells, and that is why the Block Island Ferry has been canceled for today at about 6 feet right now, and we have that northeast wind at 7 miles an hour. That will be picking up later on tonight too, as we start to see that shift of energy from the center of low pressure that is currently over the Great Lakes to a new area of low pressure that is just to our south. Showers continue to roam into the region. Again, we're watching that precipitation shield just to our south. This continues to blossom and redevelop, so that will continue to throw more rain into the region as we go forward through today. As we track things out, again, not necessarily the most intense rain that we've seen. There will be some periods of the coverage of these showers being a little bit less too, but then as we go through the evening commute, still expect those windshield wipers to be on with damp conditions in place. As we head into tonight, this is when we're expecting more rain to start to go back up and into southern New England. We can see the circulation of the low pressure just to the west there over Connecticut as it starts to backtrack up and into the Berkshires in the Hudson River Valley. Watch though from about 10 p.m. to about 1 a.m. that sharp change in the wind direction. Once that low pressure does that, it's going to start to come out of the southwest. We're going to have a period of a couple hours of some gusty winds in place across the area. Notice dry tomorrow morning, maybe even some peaks of sunshine breaking through initially, but by midday, clouds filling back in and some more moisture being tossed up into southern New England. This is when the Cape and the islands should start to see most of the precipitation accumulation from this storm system. This will continue to be the case all the way through 9 p.m. here on Friday. So any evening plans on Friday, be prepared for those showers to still be coming down and impacting the region. Then Saturday morning, some more wraparound showers as the storm system starts to depart the northeast will be with us, and on and off activity is expected through much of the day. So rainfall accumulation all the way through about 1 a.m. tonight, maybe another quarter inch across much of the area. Most of the accumulation, again, across southeast Massachusetts will be happening Friday afternoon into Saturday morning, and then we'll pick up maybe another tenth to a quarter inch with some of those wraparound showers on Saturday. New drought monitor that was released this morning expands extreme drought across much of Massachusetts there in the Mass Turnpike corridor there, expands severe drought across the northern portion of Rhode Island and Bristol County, Massachusetts, and now moderate drought for the rest of the area, basically, including the southern portion of Bristol County, Massachusetts, and Rhode Island. And I do want to point out just that little slither of extreme drought in parts of Cumberland there in Woonsocket. That is the third time since 2000 that we have seen extreme drought in Rhode Island. The other times was 2020 and 2022. And sandwiched in between those, we have 3 years, including this year, top 15 wettest all time. So that swing of the pendulum from extreme wet to extreme dry, just another example of climate change working its magic on our weather patterns.
So if I'm understanding, today's rain preps the ground for future rain.
Yes, so with the 10-day forecast, as we just saw there, good news is there's more chances for rain. And this rain, even though not necessarily being absorbed all that well by the ground, it'll help for the next couple of storm systems we're going to see over the next few weeks.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Jason.